Hi there, my name's Lloyd Hanslow, and I'm just taking a walk along Brighton seafront on the way to the train station. I lost my bus pass. I'm registered blind, but I thought I would update you on what I've found recently. So it's to do with the Equality Act. It was passed in 2006, so it's been in place a while, and that overtook the Disability Discrimination Act in the UK. Now, what I've done over the past 3 years, I've worked in an office, but in November 2018 I was made redundant. But prior to that job, I was an offshore construction manager on an oil platform, an industrial climber. I had several different trades, so I was quite used to dealing with legislation. So how does that factor in now? So over the past 6 months, I've tried everything: e-commerce, applied for a million jobs. I've jumped through so many hoops. But I met a blind lady who worked at the job centre, and she told me you need to work for the civil service, a part of the government. Now, what that does, that effectively, there's a part of the civil service within their application forms, they don't accept straight CVs. In their application form at the very end, there's a box that you tick that says, if you have a disability, you are guaranteed an interview. Okay, you're guaranteed. That's the wording that it says. Now, I've applied for about between 25 and 30 of these different roles, all across sectors, public civil service sectors. So you've got, there's loads, there's maybe about 30. So I've applied to about 15. All roles that I could do. Let me just check the camera's still rolling. Yep, I believe it is. So the problem I've got, I went in and saw the job centre, my disability employment coach, and he said, "Oh Lloyd, how are you getting on with the applications?" I said, "Well, I've done about 25. I said, "But there's a flaw in the system." I said, "Everyone's saying that they abide by the system." I said, but they clearly don't. So what I've done now is I've literally, I had a sit-down meeting with sort of 3 or 4 of them, and I said that I explained my findings, that they have it online, but they don't abide by it. Now, the reason they don't do that is they like to say that they do it, but they don't. All right, and I know this because I phoned up the council and I challenged the council, and the lady there said to me that, yeah, if you need any form of training, anything, then we can discount you. Now, the thing is there ever a job that anybody ever goes for that doesn't require some element of training? Might be 5 minutes just showing you how the security works, how to get in. There's always a degree of training. So it's utter bollocks that they can discount you for that one caveat, which is so wrong. So I asked the guys at the job centre, I had a debate with sort of 4 of them, 3 of them agreed, 1 Bolshe woman disagreed. What if a blind person wanted to go, to become a bus driver, And the guy that was my disability coach said, probably not the best example, meaning he's blind. So from there, I was advised to get in touch with my local MP and take what I found to them, which I've done. So I heard back on Friday. It's now Monday. It's Monday afternoon. So what's happened now is they have now escalated it to the Care and Quality Commission, who are responsible for ensuring that everybody abides by all the legislation. I've applied to them in actual fact and heard nothing either. And they've also taken it up with the Department of Work and Pensions to see what's happening there. So once we get all the information back from there, I'll then go to the job centre, and it will then go on to their management meetings, and hopefully what will happen there is that it will go up even higher. Well, it's gone even higher, to find out exactly why no one's abiding by it. So if you do have any form of disability, physical, mental, sensory, whatever, mine's just sight, so get yourself down to the job centre, sit there and get them to fill out the forms. The lady that disagreed with me had filled out 4 applications in the past month for family members, and believe it or not, 3 of those have got jobs. But if you've got someone that already works in the civil service and you've got an employment specialist filling out the forms for you, she obviously wasn't a specialist, or thinks she was, but she wasn't, because she said to me, you need to move the disability form to the front. It's a pre-structured form, you can't touch it. So shuffling it to the front, utter crap. I should have said that to her, but it wasn't the place. So what I would suggest is get yourself down to the local job centre, ask for the disability coach and get them to fill out the forms, because you can bet your bottom dollar Methadone Mick doesn't have a CV, he won't be filling out the forms. So all you have to do is turn up with a crayon, tick the box that says guaranteed interview, and then argue the toss while they're not giving you the interview, because that's all I'm going to be doing. So I'm now back onto the busy stretch and just working on my carbon emissions as I walk along the road up to the train station. And if I find out anything more, I will post it, and hopefully the video won't be as long. So this is from me, Lloyd Hanslow, on the south coast, to you, the disabled community in the UK. Take care of yourselves, and if anybody finds out anything more or can advise me in a better way, give me a shout, and take care of yourself.